Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes Podcast and happy Friday. It's good to be with you. It is me, Joe Smith.
Me, Joe McGrath.
Joe Smith. Joe Smith.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, great.
Ethan James.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. Ethan James. Hello.
And I'm Joe McGrath. Welcome everyone to Friday. No Dom today.
No Dom
Where's
today.
Dom?
He's in London. He's recording some music.
For what?
For his university course.
What? He's gone down to London for it?
Yeah.
Isn't it a Manchester-based course?
Yeah, it is. I don't know why he's in London. I think he needs some equipment or something down there that someone's helped.
He just likes
gonna help him record.
arsing about.
He likes going to London.
He loves it.
Yeah. He likes the idea that he is this kind of sort of tortured poet that must visit our nation's capital to kind of pen his masterpiece. And in a way he is doing that.
In a way he is doing
that. I hope it
that.
works out well for him.
How are you, Ethan? You alright?
Oh, yeah. Fantastic, Joe. Met you the other day. You don't remember it. You're absolutely off your tits.
Right, so...
When was this? So me and you had seen
on
each other
Friday,
that day,
we
already.
met on Friday. We did some filming for the 9 and 10 Club World Cup, which has already happened. Congratulations to... Insert winner. We doing some filming at Bunny Jackson's where we ate buffalo chicken wings, and it was a delight. They're already there, so a little bit like we were filming with the guy who basically owns the bar, and
not just that bar. He owns like I don't know.
So many
20
bars.
One of the big players of the Manchester bar scene.
When you meet him, you are then with him for the night. No matter what happens, you are with him. You snuck off. You got to bed for 6. Oh yeah, you haven't got me for going home early. All you do is go home early. I was like, stay out this guy, free booze.
So
we had shots, limoncello.
Joe's bringing an off-podcast conversation onto the podcast, and he started.
He went to bed for 6:30 that night.
Nothing that Joe said in the last 30 seconds is true, but do carry on.
But why did you leave so early?
Because I had no plans to stay out all night. We went to film that after work. It was Monday, so literally, what was it? No, Friday. Sorry,
Friday night.
A couple of days ago.
Friday night.
We went to film the little segment that you saw before the 9 out of 10 Club final, where we went to Bunny Jackson's to film us eating wings. You particularly, because it's kind of your thing. We then went and then was offered a couple of beers while we were there. Great, had a couple of beers, went home. That's what happened.
We texted the dog sitter straight away, me and Becky. Can you look after Buck for
If Lizzie
had
had been
night?
there, the odds of us staying out and keeping Lizzie out would have been a lot higher. She was never going to come from Stockport into town for a few beers. Just wasn't going to happen.
So we stayed out and we got boozy. And we got more boozy.
How boozy
We
did
got
it get?
very, very boozy. Let's just say, with every beer there was a shot.
Oh.
And that is not a good recipe for me.
What shots were you on?
There was tequila, there was...
Classic.
I feel sick saying whiskey.
Oh.
Ooh.
And there was limoncello. Because I said I can't take anything stronger now. Please, can we switch things up a little bit?
Yeah.
And they agreed. So they also own a bar in Wivington.
Yes.
Which is where Ethan lives. So one of his bits of homework, the bar owner, was to check on the bar in Wivington, make sure it was all right.
Taxi there?
So we got a taxi there. And then it all goes a bit blurry.
So where would you, just before you get to this, so we were in Bunny Jackson's, or Jackson's Chop House, or whatever it's called these days.
The cowboy bar that they've got.
Yeah. Did you go anywhere after that, or was it just there and then straight to Withington?
But they own one place in Didsbury which we went to. That is also another Bunny Jackson's. So it's
Yeah.
just Bunny Jackson's. That was nice in there. And then we went to Withington straight after that.
Okay.
And it all gets a little bit hazy. I met Ethan, but I can't really remember it.
I can.
Is this going to put me in a good light or a bad light?
No, so it was really weird how I got roped in and all this. So I've been trying to get a bit fitter. So on Thursday I did a 10k.
Ooh, nice.
And I wasn't as quick as I usually am. I dropped off by about 5-6 minutes, so I was a bit annoyed. So on the Friday, to make up for it, I did another 10k. And so I did that in about 52 minutes or something.
It's good going now.
It's all right. It's one of my slowest, but it made up for the poor performance the day before.
What's your fastest?
49.
That's good, that.
That's fucking quick, that.
But I'm only 5 in. I've only ever done 5.
There's only 5'4" as well. Let's not forget that. So it's
think
basically
so.
like a wasp. flying around a picnic for an hour.
You are quick. Are you quick?
Oh, lightning.
There's no way you're quick over like 100 metres.
I might be. I don't know. I haven't really done it in years.
Yeah.
Who knows? Like a wasp, they say.
Who do you think would win in a race between you two?
I'd give him a good go over 100 metres.
100 metres.
And then he'd win.
Yeah, obviously long distance. But
Maybe 200 metres he'd beat me.
could we do that?
I-
Could we meet up at a five-a-side pitch or a football pitch and you two run the length of
And
it?
go for it.
See
What, you think McGrath would beat me in any kind of race? The only race he'd beat me is stuffing his face in a 10-minute spell.
I'd give you a
He
good
would.
shot at a fucking egg and spoon for one.
Yeah,
Got
'cause you
great
eat the
balance. I won't eat the egg. I'd keep the egg firmly on the spoon. And 100
spoon
metres,
as well.
mate. 100 metres is too. It's too.
Alright then.
I mean, right, let's do it.
to the halfway line then?
No, I want it
You
closer.
think you can do
As soon
100?
as the quicker it is, the better, because then he doesn't pick up as much
Well, you're not
speed.
going to get. I'm not going to let you do a 12-metre race.
No, 100 metres sound.
Okay.
How big's a football pitch?
About 100 metres ish.
50 metres then, should we do?
That's what I just said to the halfway line.
Brilliant, thank you. I thought a football pitch was fucking massive.
Did you think halfway line of a football pitch was more than 100 metres?
I can't quite think what 100 metres is, but yeah, I did. I thought you were trying to.
Have you never
undercut
run on
me.
a track?
Do you think I've run on a track? One time we did 800 metres in PA, and they left the fat boys running the 800 metres whilst the rest of them, because the PE finished.
So
And
what
we
you
were
doing,
still
just crawling
running.
on your hands and knees.
We were just gently running to complete it.
What, on PE had finished? And
PE
you
had
still
finished, the
running?
bell had gone, everyone's gone home, but we weren't allowed to.
That's only 2 laps of the track. That should take you well under 3 minutes.
I don't think it did. I think it took us well longer than that. But that was the old me. I'm a healthier new me now, Ethan. I'd give you a good go.
Oh, I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. Anyway, so I'll take us back to Friday night.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So I was finishing my run, and I stopped in Witherton, and as soon as I stopped, I looked at my phone, and I got a message saying, "Where are you?" with 3 question marks.
Oh, Joe's had a drink.
And I was
I am
thinking,
in his hometown.
with all the question marks, quite pushy, quite a bit aggressive. I've made plans to come see you, like maybe a week before or something, and I've completely forgot.
Yeah.
So I replied straight away saying, "Yeah, I'm just near home. Is everything okay?" He then sends me a picture of a pub in Witherton, which is right next to where I'm standing. I then look up, and there's Joe stood outside this pub.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of remember first meeting Ethan. I couldn't quite believe it. I mean, I am steaming at this point.
Was he noticeably bladdered, Ethan?
Well, so from a distance, he was leaning against the wall. He looks up, he's buzzing to see me. So I've not really grasped how pissy it is yet. I'm in me running outfit. I'm all sweat. I'm sweating me tits off. I've literally just stopped maybe 10 seconds before. McGrath grabs me by the arm and pulls me into this pub.
Not
And I'm like,
forcibly.
no. I'm just saying hello. I can't really stay here. I'm really gross. There's Becky, who's absolutely leathered as well.
She was
Becky's
so pissed.
grabs me. I'm like, Betty, you gotta get off me. I'm sweaty. I'm gross. You don't want to go near me. I was chatting about this earlier, and the theory is maybe Becky's like just goes towards the odour, which is a bit like
Goes
piss.
towards
Because usually
the odour.
that will be you.
Who
isn't
are you
it?
chatting about this earlier to?
Just some friends.
No,
You said this on another podcast.
have you done this on
already.
another pod?
No.
You haven't you?
I've not said
pre-podded this?
Have you sold this story to the
No,
rival, but the other
I've
one?
not said this on any other podcast. No.
That's good. He's just chatted about it off air.
Just talking to someone behind my back about my fiance.
Yeah, it was him. And and just like maybe Becky was attracted towards that. I
What was
can't.
Becky doing? Was she all over you?
Oh, no.
Not in a sexual way, but I mean, was she like hugging?
We were excited
did you
to
both
see him.
hugging you and that.
Yeah, like telling us what a good lad I was, how much she missed us, lots of hugs.
Aww. This is
Like-
the power of booze.
And then the folks who everyone would have saw in the video, the owners of these various bars in
Were
Manchester.
they both there?
They're
No,
both
just
there.
one of them.
No, 3 of them are there.
I don't know the other 3 were. Are you sure 3 of them were there?
Yeah, there was a slightly bigger chap with glasses who had
Scottish
a
lad, Marky.
Yes.
One of the greatest voices of all time,
Yeah,
by
he
the
was
way.
a brilliant guy.
Like that, he might have the best voice in the world.
Yeah, in the world. And then a guy called Rupert.
A guy called Rupert as well. And then the other.
Was he a
I
bit-
know who they
Who
were.
was Rupert?
He owned Southside, the Witherton bar. as well. We've learned in like a 50-50 kind of.
Love it.
So chatting with them, and I'm just like, look, I'm just saying hi to McGrath. I've got to go. Next thing I know, plugged in front of us, a pint of Foster's, and I'm like,
So let me just show you. I'll show you a video of the Guinness. So they said that this Guinness in a place called, what was it called?
It's opposite Southside.
I don't know. It's in Wivington.
Yeah.
It's got one of the best Guinnesses in Manchester, and it was unbelievable. But then they said, get this. Now this is a bar owner that
How long have you been
drinks
in the game
a lot.
for?
He's been 20 years. No, but I mean, he drinks a lot of beer. He has a lot of whatever. He said the Foster's here is unbelievable.
Which is a phrase
So
I've never heard before.
He got a Foster's for the table.
Foster's all round?
No, like one Foster for the table so we all have a sip of it. 'Cause you don't want the full Foster's, do you? You just want to taste how good it was. Now, I can't really tell if it was a good Foster's or not, Ethan.
No, because I got made to drink it all, didn't I?
Was it all right?
It was you know, it was really cold. It was refreshing.
Was it a good Foster's?
Yes, it
But
was a
what
good
Foster's
Foster's. I know what Foster's is, but I'm not
for you know, it not being known as the best beer.
Yeah, and
It was okay.
I'm not a massive fan of your cheap lagers, but it was refreshing after a big run. Not what I was really looking for though. I was starving, my legs were shaking, I was in desperate need of calories, a big drink of water or something. But I made to have this pint, and next thing I know, I'm in a business meeting. Didn't expect that.
What happened?
This chap was telling me about all his other different bars and stuff he's got. It's really impressive, by the way. He's done amazing for himself. But also he's looking for some more fun projects. And he was quite happy in looking at Sloppy Joe's as a possible venture.
What does he want to do? Do you want to sponsor us or something?
Yeah, he's voiced that, but he did say...
what? I need to know about this.
Possibly sponsoring Sloppy Joe's.
Talk about this
I
off
think I've
air.
sold the podcast.
Have you sold the podcast on the night out? Have you sold it?
I think I
We
might
have
have
one
sold
tax
the
bill
podcast.
come in, and all of a sudden you're selling a lot.
Slap on the wrist.
No, right. We'll come back to this.
We've got a big tax bill.
No, we didn't. We got a very small tax bill,
Slap on the
actually,
wrist.
and it wasn't a slap on the
We
wrist.
got slapped on the wrist.
You don't know what a
Joe.
slap on the wrist is. Slap on the wrist implies we did something wrong. And
No, we didn't do anything wrong.
We just
Got a
paid
slap
tax
on the
like
wrist.
you meant to do once a year.
Right,
Have
so
you
what-
sold the podcast?
I don't know how much did they sell it for.
Well, I can't remember.
But what did he?
At least in the hundreds.
So we're now sponsored by Bunny Jackson.
Why are you saying we are now sponsored? Like that happens without our control? What do you mean? Are we?
I don't know if I signed anything by the end of the night.
Joe didn't sign anything on the night, did he?
I didn't see any paperwork for whilst I was there.
Yeah, I'll sign Joe's name as well.
But he was saying to us, he was saying he's really good, McGrath. I think he's a great host, really entertaining, like a good person to kind of invest in. He'd be better if he wasn't as fat.
Did he say that I wasn't as fat?
Did he say that?
He said if he loses a bit of weight, he'll be perfect.
And there he was feeding me with beer all night.
I know.
And chicken wings.
Do you know what as well?
Does he really want me to lose weight, or does he just want me the way I am?
I disagree with him.
Why?
I think the worst thing you could do would be lose weight.
Which is what I said to him as well.
Yeah, I think you'd look like it'd look really bad on you.
What did you say to him when he said that?
You need something to kind of imagine
Grab onto.
a snowman where the head is bigger than the body. You can't have
I
it.
can't have that. So what did he say to you?
Well, I said, actually, I think for Joe's thing of being the food guy or whatever, if you had like a little bloke like me going, ooh, go get this food, you wouldn't really trust me as much.
Yeah,
but if you've got a big, passionate food lad...
You look like
passionate would be good with it.
You look like a sort of small kind of orphan character that is stealing food from the rich man.
There's losing weight at the even, and then if I turned
family.
into how skinny you are, that would be worrying, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would be very worrying.
Yeah. So is this part of the contract
So wait a
negotiation?
sec.
We've got to lose
Joe
a few quid to sell this. I've got to lose a few stone to sell this podcast.
Will you do anything for us, wouldn't you?
If
we need the money.
let's say he said, right, I'll give you 100 grand for Sloppy Joe's, but you have to weigh under 14 stone.
Wow, that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. Could you do it?
How long?
Just same as you are now.
How long have I got?
Oh, you've got by the end of the year.
Deal.
You could do it.
Yeah, I'd buy some wild drugs.
You spend more than your 33.3
I'd invest
thousand.
in drugs.
Yeah.
I'd invest in some sort of like away land where they might take me for a bit.
How much money do you think 33 grand is?
Like a farm?
I kind of remember this bit. I remember Ethan. I remember saying, "Come along." I also remember taking some funny pictures of him, like I've sort of kidnapped him.
Can I see that?
Yeah, I can see. It sort of looks like it was a sort of
a sting. A botched sting. And you've had to kill him, really.
Not that he looks worried or anything, but he just looks like. He's. Oh yeah. By the way, you had a big pint of innocent smoothie juice, which we brought with you.
Well, I wasn't.
He's not loving.
I wasn't expecting to be there. I was walking past the co-op, picked up an innocent smoothie, and then you were there.
It was a good Guinness. You want to see that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
It's a good Guinness. What's it called? This place? I don't know. I'll find it. So leaving that pub is where I completely have no idea where I am until I remember ordering smash burgers. But what?
So did you stay with him then?
So I pleaded that I could run off and just have a quick shower and some food, which I was granted permission to do. Nipped back home, came back within half an hour at Southside where they were, where everyone had gone apart from Joe, the big Scottish lad, and Becky. And
so the big wigs had left. They'd given Joe his marching orders. They told him he needs to lose weight. They bought the podcast off him and then fucked off.
What a night.
So I don't know where we stand in terms of contractual law with that or what's happened.
We're going to have to have a genuine meeting after this to see what happened, because I need to have some say in this. Literally, you two.
But did you sign on the?
I was going to say, if you signed on the dotted line, you do outvote.
We got him over the line there, haven't we?
Well, if it was in my favour, I wouldn't have been against it. But nothing was presented towards me. I can tell you that.
Okay, that's good news.
Becky and big Scottish lad go out for a fag, which leaves me with McGrath. And leaves me with McGrath, and I'm chatting away to him, and McGrath is singing my praises. He's very...
To who?
Just to me. He's telling me how great I am,
how... compliments of him. He's a good lad.
All it takes is 16 pints.
I've never really had this before.
Is it emotional?
How did that feel, Ethan?
Well, it was good. We did probably circular the same bit about 25 times, which got to the point where I was thinking, McGrath might be off his tits here.
I was so pissed. I was so pissed.
You being nice to him?
I was being nice to you.
What did he say? What was the thing
that
he
still stood
circled
upright at least? Or was I sat down?
We were sat down on some stools, drinking cheap lager.
I remember the cheap lager, yeah.
How cheap was it?
Cheap. I remember, who bought that round, by the way?
Scottish lad.
The Scottish lad.
Yeah.
How is he?
Good lad, Marky.
Yeah.
He could just keep going. You never see him stop.
It scares me that when you meet people like that. Do you know when they've just got that button and once it's pressed, it's like I won't stop until next week now if I don't need to.
Just keep going.
It worries me that.
And then did I bring you to the burger restaurant?
So you pulled me away to Grub Fellas.
What a great day.
And the Scottish lad is heartbroken that we're leaving. He's completely confused. He says to me, "You can stay with me and drink if you like." And I go, "Oh, I think I'll go keep an eye on Joe. Thank you very much." So I nipped over the road with you, and then carnage ensues in Grub Fellas.
Yeah, wait. I have no idea why, but I remember carnage ensuing. Who was at the fault? Who brought the carnage there?
McGrath brought the carnage there.
For fuck's sake.
Of course you did.
Why did I bring carnage there?
You've had 16 pints.
What happened?
So Grub Fellas closes at 11 o'clock. So
is this a burger restaurant? Like a takeaway, or do you sit in?
Takeaway burgers, and you can sit in if you want to.
Okay,
but
like an Archie's kind of vibe.
I must have really wanted this burger.
So we're nipping to Grub Fellas, and we're going. It's 2 minutes to 11. So the guy then starts closing the shutter. So McGrath tells Becky to go outside, and then he starts closing the shutter. And McGrath is absolutely baffled by this. He thinks they're locking Becky out, and he's fuming about this. He can't get his head around what they're doing. So he's like, it's like a thing from an action film where he shouted, "Becky, no! Becky, no!" As the shutters are going down. He's
like fucking Indiana Jones.
Yeah, just like Indiana Jones, where you can roll through. And he's pleading with the guy. "What's going on? Are we getting locked in? Is it a lock-in?" He's like, "No, it's just like we stopped serving now. We can't have more people coming in." "But what about her? But what about her outside?" And he's like, "What? What about her?" He's like, "That's Becky. You can't leave Becky out." She's like, "All right, we'll not leave Becky out. We'll bring Becky back in." So Becky gets it opens like slightly, like they're willing to bring it all the way up. They open it a little bit. McGrath quickly comes over and pulls Becky in like he saved her. He's pulled her in at the last. Becky's pissed as well. So McGrath orders me and Becky to sit in the corner as he'll sort out the order. He'll get everything sorted.
Knob. Why are you telling? Why are you sending them away?
Did I send you away, or did I say I'll get this?
You said Becky, sit in the corner. Ethan, you go as well. You sit with her.
By the way, as if to say, of course I paid for it.
Did he, Ethan?
So yeah, he got food. I insisted not. I didn't want anything.
I insisted on not paying, which is my right.
I didn't want any food, so I sat down and then McGrath comes over with the food. And he's saying, "Yeah, I got you something anyway." I was like, "I didn't want anything, but it's very kind of you." The woman's like, "Please don't sit down and get food out. We're closed. Is it okay if you take it with us?" They then get out a big document that shows to explain to Joe the legal times of tender and when they're allowed people in, because Joe won't believe it. So they've got this document out and they're pointing at it. They're saying, "This is signed by the council. This is signed by us. You can't have you here."
Did I say get your documents out?
No, they just got the documents
out.
Medals on the table, you said, didn't you?
What's excessive for? They've shut the shutters. No one could see us.
Yeah.
Scanning burgers in there.
It's probably the scanning of the burgers on, like, dirty in the tables that they're bothered about.
The last thing that needed to happen was he's nearly got hit by a car, but you were fine after that.
If Grub Fellas are watching, I'd like to apologise for my behaviour. What else do you want me to say?
I don't know. I thought it might be a little bit more than that.
What?
No,
sorry for eating a bit. I've spent good money with them. I wasn't aggressive though, was
I? No, you're just confused.
You're just a slightly annoying drunk person, but not bad.
I'm never. That's the thing about me. I've never been aggressive drunk.
No, that's good.
It was when he got his BBC badge and put that on the table and went, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I can make or break your company."
Did you? Say that about the burger place?
I don't think I carry that around with me just in case for situations like that.
Yeah, good point.
We get searched and the BBC pass falls out. Woke up the next day. I was all right. Becky in tatters.
Really? What Tattersley?
She's missing
near Sheffield.
She couldn't hack the rest of the day.
Really?
We all went out on a big day out.
Are you mental?
What?
What do you mean? Are you boozing again?
Spritz time.
You're actually
fun.
You're illegal.
Fun.
That's crazy. That
fun. I'm fun.
No, you are fun, but I don't know if your innards would agree with that.
My innards probably wouldn't.
That is actually impressive that you were that pissed that you can't really remember that before, and then you're boozing the next day, a day session as well.
Big time.
What time did you start?
1:30.
And it's
finish at 9.
7.5 hours. Is that enough? Is it?
With a curry in the middle.
That is unbelievable, Joe.
Great days.
Unless I was on like a stag do or like a holiday.
These are the days, aren't they? These are the days. We're all going to be killed one day by AI, so I'm just living it up to whilst we can now. Yeah. Have you done Project 2027?
No.
It's taking over big time.
What is it?
AI.
Talk to me about
They're going to batter us all. Nah, I've had to delete TikTok because my algorithm got me caught on Project 2027.
What is
which
this?
is different to Project 2025. It's basically AI is just going to just be too good by then and just do us all in.
How will it do us in?
Like, for example, if we were recording this now, it'd probably just blow up the place.
For what purpose?
Don't need us anymore, do they?
Yeah, but why kill us then?
Next.
If that's what the AI is saying.
Next.
But there's loads of animals that we don't need. We don't just kill them for fun.
We do.
We do quite a lot. We kill quite a lot of things for fun.
Like what?
Well, we kill lots of animals.
Pheasants.
For fun?
Foxes.
Well, people go hunting, don't they?
Yeah, but that's illegal.
Still, and then people
Pheasants.
go shoot pheasant hunting. People go shoot lions and that, and elephants and rhinos.
Yeah. So we'll just be pelt.
It just depends if AI's got morals.
Yeah. And also, I think it's more likely to just ignore us. Like ants.
And hopefully, by the time I get my innards looked into, there's like little robots getting about going, bah, taking all the bad stuff out. Bit of smash burgers and all that, draining it out with bumhole.
Do it at the bottom.
Draining out with bumhole and sorting me right out.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking hell, I should have had more Aperol Spritz on that day. Went archery, hungover.
You went to play archery?
Archery at 11 o'clock. I was probably...
AM?
Yeah, AM that day. I was probably still... a little bit over the legal archery limit.
Where did you play?
In Didsbury somewhere. It's pretty good.
Who went?
Me, Holly, Lennon, Robbie, Carly, Nat, Rob. Should have been Becky, but she had to stay inside. She's
too pissed.
Too well.
How was archery?
Archery's great fun. Could have done it all day. The day was lovely. 20 degrees, nice and sunny. We're under a little bit of a shade. They had a fridge full of fizzy pop. So that Coca-Cola and a Vimto and an Iron Brew sorted me right out. I had 3 fizzy pops. Then I shot some arrows, as you do.
How were you?
I was good. Well, I always got the board, but everyone was like, oh, you need to aim for yellow. I could just get it on the board. And I knew it was going to always land on the board. I just couldn't tell you where.
Right.
So I wasn't as good as others. We're like, I'm going to get a red now. I'm like, how are they doing that?
Precision.
I was like, I'm just going to... I'd have probably just wounded the, if we were in a war, wounded the other soldier.
Skimmed the outside of someone's leg.
They'd probably kill it. Yeah, but then I get to kick it in the face when it falls. I went to a place called McGrath's, which is the best ice cream in Greater Manchester. Bar none.
Is that all bar none?
Bar none. Then I went to a place called The Crown.
You just have to accept that. Best ice cream in Greater Manchester.
Bar
what type? No, you don't say bar
Gelato.
none. Fucked it. And you fucked it there. Gelato is shit.
It's not shit.
Next.
You've not tried McGrath's.
Gelato's no good.
What are you talking about?
It's no good, baby.
Who says it's
Bad
no good?
texture. I do's.
Bad texture. You
Bad texture.
take a sip of a lick of their wild strawberry and tell me it's bad texture.
Wild strawberry, is that just you describing it? Or is
No, it's a wild strawberry.
What's so wild about it?
I don't know, they must pick it in an interesting way.
Side of the road?
Yeah, or they might pick it nude and it's like, wild.
I don't like gelato at all. Gelato.
But maybe you're wrong. It's not bad.
Oh, sorry, you're right, I do like it.
What's the difference between that and ice cream?
One's got like custody or something.
Custody?
What's the difference?
One's got egg in. You're lying, aren't you now?
Ethan, Google the difference between gelato and ice cream.
What do you say?
I'm sure one's made with cream and one's made with milk.
Well, maybe.
And it's...
Ethan, can you Google it, please?
When you say in custody, do you mean like under arrest?
Yeah, one's held in custody.
One's got... What? One's in prison?
You don't be Googling it.
Gelato isn't...
What flavour did you have? Just wild strawberry?
You've
got right, stop a second. Did you hear what you just said then?
What?
You went from saying it's the best ice cream we get in Manchester to saying gelato isn't that bad.
Because you're slagging off gelato in general.
I just don't think it's very good. It's not. He ain't got that creaminess to it. He hasn't got that like.
I'm sure gelato's made of cream.
Oh, okay, I've got an answer.
Go on, Ethan.
It says gelato has a lower milk fat content than ice cream, usually 4 to 9%, yielding a softer, denser texture and smaller ice crystals.
Smaller ice crystals. You're just one big crystal over
So
there.
the milk ice cream is creamier, is it?
Well, who can know from that?
Yeah.
What it says, it's got less cream.
Why would the Italians still bang on about it if it was shite?
Yeah, but we bang on about stuff that's shite.
Like what?
Stew.
I've not banged on about stew for a while.
I think stew's class, actually.
Britain and that.
It's good. It's the best ice cream in Great Manchester.
Would you actually think so?
100%.
Okay. Right.
I recommend anyone to try it.
Gelatos,
It's expensive though.
How much?
For 2 scoops, £6. All made in house though. You see the big gelato ice creams machines behind them. I had a wild strawberry and a raspberry ripple. Raspberry ripple, yeah.
And then what?
They went to the pub, the Crown. The Crown's got a...
Which Crown?
Oh, have you
In
seen the
Heaton
picture
Mall.
of the Guinness from this? Show us the picture. It's the best looking Guinness I've ever seen.
I've
in
had
my
2
life.
of the world's best Guinnesses on the
This
weekend.
podcast's just going to have pictures of Guinness all the way through it.
No, but these are like... Honestly, Ethan, these are crazy.
Do you remember that Guinness page, Joe? And there was the ones where they had those big bottles filled, so it looked like a big ice cream.
Have you seen that, Ethan? Oh. I'll try and send it. They're unbelievable.
That is an unbelievable dome on those.
So
Guinness.
this Crown have got a code in the pub, right? And this code hasn't been cracked since like the 60s. And there's one woman who knows how to do it, and no one knows how to find her. It's like our own version of that fucking Nicolas Cage film. What was it called, that Nicolas Cage film with the cracked codes?
Face Off.
It's on Disney. Fuck. What was it called? Come on, you must have seen it. They cracked the codes. It's like Indiana Jones but modern.
I've never watched a Nicolas Cage film.
What? Not Con Air?
No.
Anyway, what about
The Wicker Man.
No, not the Wicker Man. Anyway, there's a code in that pub that no one can crack, and it's been 60 years.
What's it a code for?
If I fucking knew, Joe, I'd crack it.
No. But no, you misunderstand my question.
It's a code, and no one knows how to crack it.
So what is it? Is it like a locked safe? Is it just written on a piece of paper?
It's written on a piece of paper.
But what is it?
That's the thing.
No, stop,
crack, Joe. Is he doing my head in on purpose?
So what does it look like?
It's a piece of paper with writing in numbers and codes.
Right.
I didn't look at it too hard because I thought, well, I'm not going to crack it, am I?
No.
I'm 2 Aperol spritzes in.
So it's just a piece of paper? Is it paper?
Yeah, and it's fucking, they've framed it to the wall if anyone wants to give it a go.
Have you got a picture of it?
No.
I could have put it on the Patreon see if anyone could
See if we can crack the code.
So
the one
just...
woman who knows how to crack it, she's a mystery in herself. No one's seen her in 60 years. So you got to
crack the code, you got to crack her.
Yeah, fingers crossed she's still alive.
No one's seen her in how long?
60 years.
How old was she when she went missing?
Mid-30s. Time is running out, innit?
Touch and go, innit?
Time is running out. We should go there. I've put it up there. It's probably one of the top 3 pubs in Great Manchester now. Top five.
Where is it?
Heaton Moor.
So we need to get a picture of that code.
Oh, Heaton Mersey.
Put it out on social, see if anyone can crack it.
I'll text Lennon now, see if he's got a picture of the thing.
If anyone can crack this code, we'll give you 30 quid.
30 quid? I want more than fucking that.
It's not you going to crack it, is it? No.
Yeah, but what if it leads them to like $1 million or something?
Have you ever done geocaching?
Stop. Do you think they're paying us to crack it?
No, but we want to give them a fair deal. So say if they've cracked the code that's worth $1 million and we only give them 30 quid, I'd feel well bad.
Wait, do you think we're the ones keeping the money?
If we crack the code, we are.
We aren't cracking it. They are. And then the person who owns the thing that it leads to is who keeps it.
So why are we asked then if we're not getting anything from it?
Because I think it's interesting content. I think it's worth 30 quid to us to have us cracking the code.
They crack the code, 50 quid. We take their work as our own. We barter with them and get a great deal.
When it leads to like some buried treasure off the, in the channel or something.
Or the Amalfi Coast.
Yeah, any body of water.
Could be the Amalfi Coast, couldn't it?
Yeah, any other coast that
Have you ever
like?
been to the Amalfi Coast?
Where's that off?
Italy. Smashed it there, haven't I?
Yeah.
Where's the one near Lanzarote? What coast is that?
I don't know. Skeleton Coast? No, that's south. That's South Africa.
Mediterranean.
Not South Africa. That's South Africa.
The Mediterranean.
Namibia.
Do you ever think to yourself, like, I didn't imagine you can get a flight to Brazil?
Go on.
Because not many people do. Do you know what I mean? Like, people go, we'll go Thailand, we'll go, Japan like you were going to do, you've done, Vietnam.
Yeah. No one's ever...
Go Brazil.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Why haven't you ever considered it?
Well, we have, but people don't.
Argentina? I've never seen, I'm going Argentina.
Yeah, where you go, but people say Patagonia, which is that kind of area. But no one's ever like, we're just going on holiday to Bolivia.
Yeah,
Chile
gets no love.
Chile gets nothing.
Is it? Why is that?
Short
is it
shrift.
dangerous? But I thought everyone's a bit dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah. Some places are more dangerous than others, obviously.
Would you do Brazil?
Yeah, me and Lizzie are literally looking at going to South America. Don't know what I said like that.
South America,
we could go to Guyana and that.
Guyana?
No, we're thinking we'd probably do Colombia, Brazil, Peru.
Colombia, Brazil, Peru?
Or just Peru and the Galapagos Islands.
How big's Peru?
Not that big. I mean, they're all big down there, but it's quite small for South America. Brazil is massive.
Argentina's got a good steak, though. Would you not knock on their door?
I'm sure they can do a cow or two in Brazil. They know their way around a beef, don't they? Come on.
You think so?
The Argentinians will have passed that on a little bit.
Are you asked about some of these hotspots that Joe's been to, even like Japan or...
Well, the list of South American countries there just seemed like places he likes his coffee from, was what I was thinking.
It's not bad. Yeah, well, that's another great... But apparently the coffee there isn't as... They grow amazing beans, but they're not making the best of coffees, necessarily. I don't know if that's true. That was what I saw at someone.
All they need to do is add hot water.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
should teach them when you go over.
No, how condescending would that be? They've been growing coffee in that region for 1,000 years, and some white boy who's not worked in coffee in 6 years teaches them how to make it.
Wait, hold on. They've been having espressos for 1,000 years.
Why did it say that? Espresso is...
So what did they do with the coffee?
Probably just cook it and boil it. I don't think they'd be making espresso.
Well, they'd have coffee then, yeah. So they're getting up in the fucking caveman times having a little swig of brew.
Question.
2,000 years ago, said. You said thousands of years.
I said 1,000 years.
No, you didn't. He said thousands, didn't he? Even
1,000.
Thousands.
Do you think cavemen
years
were around 1,000 years ago?
No, but I think 4,000 they were. Were they not? 4,000 years?
Ancient Egypt is 4,000 years old.
Some of them lived in caves.
They lived in pyramids.
Only the rich.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're telling me that there was just Americanos, like...
No, Americanos
thousands
were
of years
made
ago.
for the Americans.
So there was black coffee then?
There was I would guess, Ethan will have to Google this right now.
He's busy today.
I would guess that coffee is native, I think, to Central America, South America, and Africa. Although now I'm saying that, maybe someone from Africa took it to Central America. I don't know.
What's the question we want to know?
When did someone have the first cup of coffee? They must have shit
I think it
their
was
guts
Ethiopia, and I would reckon it was a few thousand years ago, I would say.
Imagine how what
Because these are like earth things, aren't they?
Yeah.
No,
They must have shit.
Yeah.
They must have
It must have been incredible. They probably just ate the beans to start with, because you got a little effect.
Go on, here we go.
Here we go with them.
Okay. It's good AI. It makes my job so much easier.
We know that.
Fucking kill us all in 2 years.
Reflected in your ownership of the company very soon.
The first modern cup of coffee is believed to have been brewed in the 15th century in Sufi shrines in what is now Yemen. This is the period where coffee was first roasted, brewed, and consumed in a similar way to how it's prepared today. While the origin of coffee beans is often traced back to Ethiopia, the practice of drinking coffee as a beverage in a modern manner is linked to Yemen, and by the end of the 15th century, coffee drinking had spread throughout the Arabic world, including Persia, Egypt, Syria, and Turkey.
So 500 years as a modern coffee. But I wonder how long we've been interacting with the beans.
What do you think of tiramisu? Google when the first tiramisu was.
Oh, I'm going to guess. I think it's one of those deceptively modern ones. I'm going to say 1978.
I'm going to say they were chilling in the 20s.
Yeah.
99, I think.
Between the walls?
19, yeah. Maybe that was a way to sneak booze in. Do you know when the Prohibition?
They didn't have Prohibition in Italy.
No, I think the Americans might have invented it.
Right.
Something like meatballs.
It's a modern piece. Tiramisu is likely invented in the 1960s, possibly in the Treviso region of Italy.
Anything else? No?
The dessert is attributed to the Veneto region and restaurant called La Becherie.
There you go. Do you like a tiramisu?
Yeah, I love it. The Viennetta region. Let's talk about Viennettas. They're the best, aren't they?
When's the last time you bought one?
Christmas.
Chocolate? Vanilla?
Mint.
Yeah.
Mint.
Do you know what I did yesterday?
This is depressing.
I had a lasagna for breakfast and waffles with Nutella on, and not waffles, pancakes with Nutella on, at a local Italian restaurant. And then I was so basically a half the pancake because I was nice like that and shared.
You were with your lover?
Who were you with?
Yeah, with Toby. So half the pancake with
Mrs.
Tobes.
Carvery to you.
Mrs. Carves. Oh.
She got big calves.
And later on in the day, I was so pancake mental I couldn't stop thinking about it. I had another 6 with Nutella that I bought.
So for that day you had a lasagna and 6.5 pancakes?
7.5. 6.5.
I've got 2 new phrases that I love, by the way, which can we put? We're lucky to have them. Lasagna, we're lucky to have him.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this about Ed Sheeran the other day.
We're lucky to have him.
We're lucky to have him.
Are we?
And putting it in the wall.
What was that then?
Friday, I put it in the wall.
Like you're driving your car into a wall?
Yeah. Ethan, with his 7 pancakes, he put it in the wall.
He was lucky to have him.
Did you put it in the wall on
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I. But you just sort of put it in the wall. Your 7 pancakes, you just sort of put it in the wall.
Do you mean I put them in my mouth?
No, you just sort
No,
of...
so
do you know
like,
what I mean?
imagine you're driving and you've driven into a wall. Everything's gone wrong. It's just carnage. You've gone mad.
You just think, fuck
You
it.
know what? Tonight I am putting it in the wall.
Yeah.
I'm just all bets are off.
I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I was trying to watch 4 in a bed to distract me, and I just thought I'm going to have
Was
to
that
go
one of your
to
homemade videos?
Oh no, sorry. No, it's the no. But I just was watching that to distract me from the thought of pancakes, and then lo and behold, in the bloody breakfast scene, a pancake pops up. So that sets me off again.
Back on him.
Can you put it in the wall soon?
It's been a while.
You put it in the wall.
I don't put it in the wall very often.
You coming to my birthday, both of you?
Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah.
What's
Lizzie
not
can't come.
Is Toby coming?
Yeah, Toby said she'll come.
Lizzie, she literally spoke about this morning. She's unavailable.
Why?
Can't remember. It's something proper. It's like
Are you going to put it in the wall then?
What day is it?
Friday.
What day?
I'm not saying it out loud.
Oh, in case someone has the same date.
Ooh,
I'm not saying where it is.
ooh.
Go on.
The idiom "put it in the wall" typically means to force someone into a difficult or desperate situation where they're being pushed and have little room to manoeuvre. Can also imply being cornered or facing an awkward situation. So I was
Maybe I need to change my saying then, because I want to put myself in the wall. I don't want to put anyone else in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I did just ask you to put yourself in the wall.
Oh, it's Friday the 20th.
Bleep that.
Why?
What if people come?
They
You
can
don't know
come.
where it is.
Invite them.
They might like go around all the Bunny Jacksons and try and see if I'm in there.
So
It's
is it
not
Bunny
a Bunny
Jackson?
Jackson.
No, it's not Bunny Jacksons. It's Tobes coming.
Yeah.
Invite Alan.
Is she? Can I meet her?
Are you coming?
I'm coming.
Of course I'm there.
I'm putting it in the wall, man.
Oh, I don't think she'd like that.
We're lucky to
She
have
can
him.
watch me put it in the wall.
No, she has
She
to
can
consent
pull it out of the
first.
wall.
Oh,
Christ.
right.
Right, everyone. That is
We need
awful.
a strong pair of hands. I don't even know what it means.
Right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching
Have
this
a
Friday
delicious
edition.
weekend.
Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, please.
What is that?
See you later.
That is mad. That is mad.